Hello everybody, Martin here, back with some more Ant videos, playing a Legacy League here. This is round 1, this is the main deck I'm playing. Double Past and Flames, Empty the Warrens, Tendrils ad nauseam as the business, 4 Infernal Tutors, single Preordain, single Chrome Box for the ad nauseam, and the sideboard is geared primarily to beat Eldrazi and Miracles. And let's see, so we are on the draw here. Our opponent keeps 7, and we have to work out if we can really keep this. I think we can, because we get to, like, we obviously really need to hit blue mana, but we have a probe and our first draw step to get there. Let's see. Well, yeah, pedal works, I suppose. Let's see what we're up against. Bolt Jace Tundra. Bolt Jace lands. Wow, that is a stinker of a hand. So I guess like blue, white, red, blade. Alternatively, it's like miracles with bolts. Strand, double, bulk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, we're gonna pedal and play a ponder. Like, normally I would be tempted here to play Brainstorm and hope to get a fetch land, but I think we really need a blue land to be, or like just another land to be on top of our library. So if we don't hit one of the top 3, we need to be able to shuffle. But we do, which is great. So we could dress them here, but I don't really think there's much point to it. It would be to take Jace in case they like top deck a Force of Will, but if they do that, then that's just what we're going to take. So I think we just Brainstorm here. We could hold on to the Brainstorm one more turn. Obviously, if they drew like if they had drawn like a Pyroblast or a Counterspell, that'd be really bad. Okay, so we can dump. We dump it this way, I think. And we therapy them. We therapy them because we want to have mana to just cast like the one black, discard spell next turn. Also build towards Threshold. Because we just named Jace in case they drew like a Force, then that's better. They have True Name Nemesis. Sure. So they play the second Volk. They have True Name, I guess? Yeah, sure. So they are sitting on Tundra Strand and Unknown. The Unknown is at worst a Daze. So I guess we are not in a rush here. We could go for the Past in Flames with cracking LED for blue and then having Pro Ponder Brainstorm. I think we're not in any kind of rush. And so I think we can afford to wait one more turn, hope to find like another cantrip or a tutor. Stoneforge Mystic, sure, whatever. All these creatures are just very bad against us. I also think they're supposed to get sort of Fire and Ice, so probably they aren't running it. Alright. So that is just wholly unexciting. We can wait for one more turn. That gives them 2 GT counters. And like potentially messes with us. How could that mess with us? Let's say they draw like Sword of Fire and Ice. Then they equip it onto the Nemesis. That gives us 5-7 damage. So that's still not really enough. Let's say that their hand is Counterspell, or Counterspell Force of Will, and they draw like a second blue card. We know their one of their cards is Floodstrand. Never mind. So it's Floodstrand, Counterspell. If they draw a second Counterspell, but I think we're supposed to wait. I think that's fine. Okay, so they drew an island. So their hand might be a force that they're, yeah, because they don't want to tap out, or they might just trying to be signaling that to us, but not really great. But I think we go here. Yeah, there's the force. So I think we try now, because they might draw another force or like a counterspell, and we're going to be at 1. We're going to be at 1 otherwise, which I guess doesn't matter that much, but this way well, it does matter actually, because we'll get to probe this way. Sack for blue. Let's just start by flashbacking the Cabal Ritual. Not that I think we're going to run out of threshold, but you never know. Okay, so probe first. And we already made our land drop, so it's not so good. Let's ponder. Well, empty the Warrens would normally have been awesome, but if it weren't for True Nemesis, so I think we have to shuffle here. And now we need Brainstorm to find us something. And it does not. I did play a land this turn, right? I think I drew a Polluted Delta. Just to be sure. Turn 5, no shoot plays Blue Delta. Yeah, right. We already made a land drop, so we play out the LED. We play out the Cabal Ritual. We play out the Ponder and we sack LED for red. That way we can flashback Past the Flames, and we have Underground Sea to play the Ponder. I think we do that. If we'd only left open like one of the red sources, we could sack LED for blue and have mana for more cantrips. Okay, well, that's a shuffle. Oh, LED for blue. How awesome. But we still only have the 1 Ponder to get us where we need to go. Oh, we get it. Awesome. No thank you. I wish not to shuffle. Grab the tendril. Storm is aplenty. Okay, so we have to assume some number of bolts remain. That means I don't like bringing in Swarm. If I had Massacre, I'd bring it in because I'm fairly sure they will bring in stuff like a Meddling Mage or a Canonist. Both of those white creatures require 2 Dread of Night to be taken care of, and I don't want that as my plan, so I think I'm just going to bring in a couple of removal spells. Bring out a Past in Flames because they probably will run Rest in Peace, and the Preordain. Depending on if we get to a game 3 and I've seen like Meddling Mages or Canonists, I might bring in the 3rd Abrupt Decay. I think we keep this. It's a little loose with the 2 probes, but yeah. Okay, so they've mulliganed to 6. Okay, I was going to say this isn't really like a turn, like a 1 mana deck. It doesn't really do a lot with 1 mana, but I guess Ponder is the thing. So they're fetching Bulk. Something tells me that means they have like Blast in hand, but it could just be a coincidence. They have Bolt. I almost feel like waiting with my probes in order to be able to grab like Tendrils next turn, or not Tendrils, sorry, Empty, like in case we hit like an LED. I think I actually like that. I'm gonna fetch out an Underground Sea to be able to, like, in case one of the probes show me like another Underground Sea, that way I'm able to both Duress and then Dark Ritual without having to Dark Ritual and then Duress through that. Well, like the problem is we're really soft to them, like, and they didn't shuffle their library on the Ponder. Like if they have like a Meddling Mage or a Canonist, I suppose you take the Tarn and then the Ponder. I don't really mind any of the cards in my hand, so I'm really looking to get rid of them. Okay, so they probably don't have a Mage. So here we need to really think, because we have 1 decay, so we might want to get to Tropical Island eventually. We also might want to make MT. I think I'm going to take Volcanic. And now I'm actually going to probe just to see, like, they might have like the blast effect. Okay, they don't. They have a Pierce and a Brainstorm and a Force and a Batterskull and Plains. There's our LED. So I think we Ponder here. If they pierce this, then that's great. Okay, they don't, but that was not bad at all. So I wonder, like, no, I think we do it like this. We should have drawn the polluted delta, but whatever. The next turn we play 1 Dark Ritual. We play out the delta, then we probe probably just to be sure they haven't drawn something spicy. They don't. I thought they were going to Brainstorm here. I guess not. They just didn't want what was on top. They start out by Brainstorming. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, phew, Stoneforge. Thought they were going to play something relevant. Meddling Mage. Sword of Feast and Famine, sure. I think we have them here, barring them having double force. Let's have a look, Skipoo. Nope. What possesses a person to tap out for Stoneforge Mystic? Leave. Well, I guess it's only Pierce they could leave up. They would leave up Pierce and Blast, but anyway, they lose, so it doesn't matter. I think people are way too risk willing on Magic Online when playing against Storm. Let's store count. Plenty. I mean, had the Pierce made any difference? Yeah, it might have. Excuse me. Alright, so we're just going to try one. Alright, we have found a round 2 opponent. Let's look here. Okay, we're on the play. Yeah, we get a fine hand. So let's start out by fetching Basic Island off the Scalding Tarn, leaving us Polluted Delta to fetch Basic Swamp, and getting closer to Threshold. Ooh. Okay. So, like, I think what we do is we place them Infernal Tutor at the bottom, then Cabal Ritual, then Ad Nauseam. That way, if we're up against a Cabal Therapy deck and they probe us, they won't 2-for-1 us taking the Ritual. Hopefully, they will take the Tutor. Probably, though, they will take the Ad Nauseam, but I think that's better than being stuck with Tutor, Ad Nauseam, no Ritual. So, if it's a blue deck, we have to ask ourselves, do we think they have force? Because if they don't, then we can go for Ad Nauseam this turn. And they have not. They have not brainstormed or pondered. So I think they are less than 50% likely to have a Force of Will here and a blue card. So I think what we'll do here is we will cast a Cabal Ritual without playing out the Petal, and if they have Force, hopefully they will use it here. Well, they didn't use it here. Is there any other way for us to get the Threshold? If we go Infernal Tutor, another Cabal Ritual, then we have 5 in the yard, 6, 7. Yes, and that way we'll net 1 mana, but we will have 1 less Cabal Ritual in the yard, but that will leave us with a black mana floating, which I think I like, because it enables Dark Ritual. Well, they are pausing at every spell I cast right now, so that could mean they're either just bluffing or it could mean they're sitting on the force wondering which card to take. Well, here goes nothing. Yes, they didn't have it. And we hit a petal, which is excellent. Another petal, great. Infernal Tutor. Empty. Dark Ritual. Okay, well, now if all else fails, we can go empty for a bunch. And they... Ugh! Past in Flames. So, like, we really want to hit Lion's Eye Diamond here. So nothing kills us, but a few things. I think we have to keep going one more time. Now stuff kills us. Now, like, our tendrils and our second Past in Flames kill us. Yeah, I think we stop here. We probe. Okay, so they have Terminus. So that means, like, what they can do is they can look with top in the upkeep, and if they find a Terminus there, then, well, then we're just out for the count. Or they can just look with top. If they find Brainstorm, then they're still dead because we'll have enough goblins to kill them in one swing, and they won't have, like, they'll need 2 lands to Brainstorm the top. So I think we're fine here with making the empty. We're also, like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Brainstorm and see if we can just hit, like, see if we can hit an LED. I guess we should maybe ponder as I think all we need is the LED, and then we just win. They still have the move to just draw with top and hope to find force, but I guess they would have done that by now. They can still do it, but I think they should have done it. Come on, LED. No. So I guess we could just take the Dark Ritual for more storm, but we have plenty of storm, so let's just shuffle and hope we hit LED. We don't. Okay. So we Dark Ritual. And let's just hope there's no Terminus. So yeah, if they find Terminus on top, they play out their second land and then they just draw a card on our upkeep with the top, and we're dead. And when I say dead, I mean we have the Past in Flames. Well, they're going to make us sweat it, or they have it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess just attack and stuff. Do you have it? Do you have it? No! Oh man, that's brutal. Well, I think yeah, I have to click all of them. It's so stupid. Thank you, Magic Online. Well, let's preordain here. And I think I don't mind drawing both of these cards, actually. We'll Brainstorm, draw the Ponder, and something else, put back the Volcanic. And Badlands. Oops. Fetch, go to 1, Ponder. And I think we're still like looking okay, or like we have a shot at least. If they draw force, then it's not great. So can we get rid of the cards we can't cast here and then be able to win that way? I don't, well, maybe. So we'll draw the brainstorm. Like the second Dark Ritual is really nice. Dress is potentially fine, but actually I think this is okay. If they go top counterbalance, then we're sad. Okay, so draw brainstorm. Hopefully, oh, that was as bad as it can get. Really, really bad for us. So we're just gonna pro per mana and then take Jace. That means they can't just top into blue into force. Oh, sorry, we're gonna dress. I mean, so we just have to hope that they don't hit like their one of their counterbalances, or like counterspell would also be an issue. That looks like they hit the balance. Yeah. Okay, so we are drawing slim here. So I think our out here is to brainstorm, hope that they it's so bad, right? Because like what we want them to do is draw with top, like not find a one and then draw with top, and then in response we're going to shoot off these dark rituals. The thing is, because we can't, and we probably just died there. It's like they definitely get to counter one of our one drops for sure. Like most likely they'll just find a one drop on top and we'll be sad. But let's do it this way. See what happens. They likely won't draw with top to stop us. So they're just gonna let that resolve. Lion's Eye Diamond is really nice, actually. Okay, we're gonna try brainstorm here. See if this prompts something. It doesn't. Okay, we might actually get somewhere here. So if we can get them to put top on top on this dark ritual, then that's insane. Then we win. They're not. I would assume they would want to counter Dark Ritual. Let's see here. Does this prompt a look? They might have a 2 on top. But I mean, if they do, like they might have 2 or a 4 on top. If they have a 2, then we can never get to tendrils. Well, most likely we can just ponder and stuff, but if they have a 4 on top, then it's bad, because then Past and Flames can't resolve. But I mean, the way things are going here, so like we're gonna, oh, and this is actually nice, like they have to reveal with balance before we decide whether or not to crack, so we don't have to show them that, but I guess they know we're holding Past and Flames. Okay, so there's a Snapcaster Mage. So I guess we get to make, like, at the very least, a whole bunch of goblins. Unless they also happen to have a 4 on top. Like, where they can find it, I mean. Let's see. Do they shuffle here? Hope to find a Jace. Wow, this is super intense. There's also like the question of how do we get, like, we have to get a ritual through. So if they find a 2 on top, come on, don't find Jace and ruin all the fun. Okay, they don't. Okay, Past and Flames is through. So we have to be able to resolve rituals. Or we could just find, like I want them to have a 1 on top. Okay, they're going to draw. Let's try and see if we can get them with a Dark Ritual. If they were just messing around and they had a 1 on top. Okay, they didn't. So this is when we resolve all our instant speed 1-drop spells, like our Brainstorm. Okay, so that's really bad. Guess we forgot a Dark Ritual. Oh no, hang on, because that's also that's just waiting to be resolved. Never mind. So we have 2 more Brainstorms we can cast. So like get 2 cards deeper. I guess, like, actually hang on. So we just don't. We can just Infernal Tutor for the Tendrils now. Never mind, because they're going to have a 1-drop on top. We didn't play a land, so we can do that. So I think we just leave it here. Okay. So what's the storm count? Storm 16. So, play this out. Select target. Get that countered. Oh, okay. No, they choose not to reveal. Guess we'll take Terminus. They even had the force. Oh. Okay. So, Storm is 18? Sure. So we've burned like a lot of time on the clock here, which is a bit of a shame. But other than that, then this was awesome. Okay. So, here we want to revert into a bit of a grinding station setup. So we bring in a couple of pithing needles to name top. We bring in the extra tendrils, bring in the 4 decays. Take out ad nauseum, take out 1 past in flames, take out chrome mox, because we are no longer really need that when ad nauseum's not there. Take out an LED, a petal, infernal tutor, and the preordain. I'm really happy with this setup. Like, in the past I've had like at least 2 more cards to bring in, and that just means shaving more than I'm comfortable with, but this setup feels nice. We'll see how we do. I think we probably keep this. On the other hand though, like, we need lands. We need like a lot of lands for this to get anywhere. We're gonna probe to find land, making MT weaker, but oh, let's keep it. I regret this. I think this is a bad keep. Already regretting it. Top, sure. Come on, land. Land. Nope. Come on, land. Okay, so 2 brainstorm. A counterspell. Force. Delta. So I think we're just gonna mosey on in a ponder here, see if they might even force that. Don't, but we whiff. Now we're looking kind of bad. Looking very bad. Come on. Why must you punish me, life? Well, nothing to it but just ship it on over there. Okay, they found an island. Guess we play out the LED. This feels a bit silly. Well, there's a land. We're off to the races. Wonder if they like counterspell this. Well, we kind of want the tendrils. And the extra probe for storm is nice, so let's do like this. I guess the duress isn't bad. We kind of want to hit like another land soon, though. Also, them finding like counterbalance suck, because we need to be cantripping every turn. There we go. Ooh, that's actually really nice. Are they gonna clique us or something? Like, are they ever gonna do anything? So actually, hang on. This could totally prompt like a counter spell, right? This needle. So if we resolve a dark ritual, would they counter that? Let's have a look. Flusterstorm. Sheesh. So I think we take the counterspell here. They pretty much will probably. Alright, hang on. So we just replace that with Fluster. Because they can't use Flusterstorm on Needle, so like they either just have to like let it resolve. Or they hardcast Force. Yeah, okay, I guess they don't mind losing the needle or the. Ooh, wow, that's sexy. So we're dead. So like they either tap out and have lethal on us and a Force of Will backup, or they want to also have Flusterstorm and they only make 2 angels. I think in either case we die, but it would be nice to get like one more turn. Yeah, alright. I think it's a bit of a stretch to imagine me winning through a Force being tapped out and all, but I guess, whatever. So, do they just... So, can we get anywhere from here? We don't want the decay. Suppose we don't want the MT either. Oops. Oops. They even found another counter spell. Well, they let that resolve. Does tendrilsing them get us anywhere? Not really. We're at. Better to save the time. Yeah, on for game 3. So that was a bit of a sucker punch, having Entreat roll off the top there. I guess I kind of like that from them, like just having a grip full of counter spells and then a top, and then eventually just make a couple of angels, and like that's all you need, right? Alright, well, we will start. And we shall keep. We would like one more land for this hand to be really enticing, but yeah. They have the top. Oh, land is good. Let's just pass. We can go fetch to decay with this mana base, but yeah. So we need to naturally draw like another land that isn't basic island. Which we don't. Good news is once we do, we have stuff to do. So this is where things get awkward if they also have like hate bears in their sideboard. Come on, land. Guess we just discard. And then we discard the duress. We're super vulnerable to them finding like a clique right now. Windswept Heath. That has to be for budgetary reasons, right? Oh, come on. Okay, so I guess we make them do something here. Maybe at best we get them to fetch. I guess not. Sure. So they shuffle. Come on, land. Yes. Alright, so I think at end of turn we're going to go ahead and decay that counterbalance. They have 4 cards in hand. They can cash that one of those tops in for another card. You could argue that we should wait until like we have stuff to do, but we just run the risk of having to discard next turn. I don't want to do that. So there is a world where we don't do anything here, but if they have been sandbagging a second counterbalance, then it's so bad for us. Like the issue though is that they have top and triple fetch land, so like no matter how much we can discard them with this therapy, like the chances of them finding a Flusterstorm or Force on top is just really big. But I think I'm gonna try and go ahead with one probe, like just see what's up. So plow, rain, Jace, strand. So they would need to find a counter spell. That makes me actually kind of want to do something here. Oh man, if only I could find like Needle. Well, I mean, if they find a way to answer this here, then I guess that's fine. Alright, hang on. So we get to 6, 7, 8 mana. Storm is 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, let's see what they do with this. If we can get them to brainstorm. We can. I guess we name Jace just to make it less likely they can draw a force. Counterbalance and brainstorm. Okay. So if they have, well, okay. So we have 7 mana, 10, 4, so that's 6, that's 4. So we just exactly do not have enough to both therapy tendrils and then tutor for another tendrils. Man, that's tight. Actually, though, we do this. No, I was going to suggest something that wasn't going to work. I think we just lose to this Flusterstorm that they're going to find or have on top. We brainstorm again. Okay, I guess we should have named Counterbalance, as that is what we're going to be facing. So if they have Flusterstorm on top here, We are just dead. We're running very low on time, and they have counterbalance next turn. If all they have was force, then they have to shuffle to find. Well, they're looking. So I guess it depends on how many, like, Fluster Storms are in their deck. There wasn't one on top, so that's the good news. So they're looking again. They didn't find it, so last chance. They have to find it on this look. Or they shuffle and then, like, just draw blindly. Yeah, I guess they have to draw with their top now. Well, that's just, you're just dead then. I guess they just die. Wow. Did not expect to get to do that. Unless they have, like, what, Mind Break Trap? Then I'm gonna cry. Okay. Sure. Force 1. Take 20. GG's. Well, that was really close, but we got there by the skin of our teeth and by the help of all their fetch lands and brainstorms, upping the storm count and decreasing their life. That didn't feel very comfortable, though, with 2 tops and 3 fetch lands, but yeah, no, we got there, so that's great. So I am 2-0 up in this league here, and I will try and record the rest of the matches as soon as possible. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.